In the heart of the desert, where ancient earth meets modern steel, a new kind of home is born. It isn't just a house. It's a bridge between centuries of tradition and the daring dreams of tomorrow. This is the Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium. For centuries, Pueblo dwellings rose from the soil itself. Thick adobe walls, cool interiors, flat roofs that caught the endless sky. They weren't just structures. They were survival, culture, and community woven into clay and sun. Strong, humble, timeless. And then came the barndominium. Steel bones, wide open spans, spaces where walls dissolve and possibility grows. Practical, durable, limitless. Two worlds that never seemed meant to meet until now. The Pueblo hybrid doesn't simply borrow from both, it unites them. Earth-toned exteriors whispering the stories of ancestors, while inside, steel frames stretch tall, carrying light and air through vast interiors. Wooden vigas cross modern beams, as if the past and future decided to hold hands. Step inside, and you feel it. Morning light softens against textured walls. Afternoons stay cool, shielded by adobe's ancient wisdom. Nights settle gently, the fire dancing between clay and steel. It's not just shelter, it's belonging. But there's a deeper question hidden here. When tradition and technology share the same roof, what are we really building? A home, yes, but also a reminder that even in a world racing forward, the roots beneath us still matter. The Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium is more than design. It's discovery, a rediscovery of land, heritage, and possibility, bound together in one place to live and to dream. So the only question is, could you see yourself here? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's a simple way to show your love for these incredible designs. Long before modern blueprints and flashing screens, people built with what they had and what they understood. Out of earth itself, Pueblo homes rose, sculpted from clay and sun-dried adobe. Their walls were thick, protective, and patient. Their roofs, flat and steady, open to the vastness of the desert sky. Each surface carried the color of the land, soft ochres, deep browns, and the pale dust of sunlit stone. These weren't just houses, they were an answer. In a climate of extremes, blazing heat by day, cool nights that slipped across the desert, Pueblo design was survival shaped into architecture. Thick adobe walls held the cool air when the sun was relentless, and released warmth gently when the evening arrived. Every choice carried purpose. Every line was a conversation between humans and the land that carried them. But it was more than survival. It was community. Pueblo spaces gathered people together, creating courtyards where stories were shared, where meals were passed hand to hand, where life itself was woven into the walls. They weren't only buildings, they were memory, culture, belonging. Centuries later, another kind of design began to take hold. The barndominium, born from practicality, shaped by steel. Wide open layouts, no wasted corners, frames that could rise quickly and last for decades. It wasn't about tradition, but about possibility. About space to create, to live, to work, all under one roof. Two visions of home, one sculpted by earth and ritual, the other forged by steel and industry. On the surface, worlds apart, yet somehow destined to collide. Because both, in their own ways, are timeless answers to the same question. How do we live, and how do we endure? We share new content regularly to help you create spaces you love, so don't forget to subscribe. What happens when two worlds meet? One ancient, one industrial. At first glance, the answer seems impossible. Clay and steel, tradition and modernity. Yet here, in the Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium, they merge as if they had been waiting for each other all along. The exterior speaks first. Earth-tone stucco embraces the steel frame, soft and grounded, like desert cliffs at sunset. The walls feel alive, colored by the land itself, But beneath their warmth is a hidden strength, the rigid certainty of steel. You don't see it right away, but it's there, carrying the weight, promising endurance. Above, the roofline recalls centuries of Pueblo design, flat, steady, unbroken. A silhouette etched against the horizon, timeless in its simplicity. But step inside, and the story shifts. The roof opens into soaring interiors, tall barn-like spaces that defy the desert's quiet gravity. The air stretches, light pours, and you sense a new kind of freedom, a vastness that Pueblo walls alone could never have held. Across the ceiling, wooden vigas stretch proudly, their presence echoing tradition. Yet they don't stand alone. They rest on steel trusses, a marriage of memory and invention. It is as if the past has reached across time to shake hands with the future, and together they hold the sky above you. It looks like history sculpted from clay, but hidden beneath lies the skeleton of tomorrow. Every surface tells a story. Every beam carries a whisper. This isn't imitation. It's reinvention. The Pueblo Hybrid doesn't choose between old and new. It insists that both can exist together. And in that unlikely harmony, something extraordinary is born. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means to me, and it helps keep the design ideas coming your way. Every design carries a reason, and the Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium is no exception. Beyond the beauty, beyond the fusion of forms, there is purpose, practical, enduring, essential. These homes are built to last. Steel frames, unshaken by time, by wind, by weather. Walls that breathe with the rhythm of the desert, keeping interiors cool beneath the midday blaze and warm when the night settles in. Energy efficiency isn't just a feature. It's a promise written into the very materials. Sustainability is no longer an afterthought. It's the foundation. To live here is to live wisely, to live gently with the land. But the why runs deeper than efficiency or strength. It is personal. It is emotional. To step inside is to touch a heritage older than memory itself. The thick walls echo with Pueblo tradition, while the open interiors tell a story of freedom, of possibility. Each detail is more than aesthetic. It is identity. It is belonging. This is architecture that speaks. It whispers of ancestors and innovation in the same breath. It reminds us that home is never just walls and roofs. It's narrative. It's storytelling shaped into structure. But here's the question. What does it mean when tradition and technology meet under one roof? Does it ground us, reminding us of where we came from? Or does it set us free, offering us a glimpse of what we could become? Perhaps it does both. Perhaps the Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium is not just a house at all, but a reflection. A mirror showing us that we don't need to choose between past and future. We can hold both, live within both, and let them shape the way forward. If you love this type of look, hit that subscribe button to help us create more videos. And let us know in the comments what you'd love to see in future videos. The story of the Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium does not end here. It is only the beginning. Because this movement, this marriage of tradition and innovation, is not confined to the desert alone. All around the world, architects and dreamers are asking the same question. What happens when heritage and modernity meet under one roof? We see hints of it already. Japanese hybrids that fold steel into the calm geometry of Zen courtyards. Mediterranean versions, where whitewashed walls embrace modern glass. Desert modern concepts, sharp-edged and minimal, softened by echoes of the past. Each one a dialogue between what was and what could be. But the Pueblo Hybrid is different. It carries more than design. It carries memory. Every wall is a tribute, every beam a bridge. It doesn't erase culture for the sake of modernity. It preserves it, cradles it, and lets it breathe again in a new form. In a world so quick to forget, this is how we remember. Because when you step inside, you aren't just entering a home. You're entering a timeline where past and present share the same foundation. You feel the weight of ancestors beneath your feet, even as steel and glass open your eyes to tomorrow. It is both anchor and horizon. And maybe that is the future of building, not choosing between old and new, but weaving them together into something stronger, something truer. The Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium reminds us that home is not simply a place to live. It is a story to carry forward. And in the future, those stories may be the most enduring architecture of all. Imagine waking tomorrow, not in an ordinary house, but in walls that echo with ancient stories. Stories pressed into clay, whispered through time, carried in the quiet weight of adobe. And above you, beams that don't just hold the roof. They reach toward tomorrow's sky, stretching possibility higher than you've ever imagined. Would you call it a house? Or something more? A Pueblo Hybrid Barndominium isn't simply designed. It isn't just built. It is discovered, like uncovering a truth that had been waiting all along, that the past and the future don't need to live in separate worlds. They can belong to the same space. They can belong to you. It is more than shelter, more than walls. It is a reminder that we are shaped by where we've come from and carried by where we choose to go next. In this union of earth and steel, tradition and invention, there is a reflection of us all, our roots, our dreams, our need for connection. And so, the question lingers. If a home can hold history in one hand and possibility in the other, what might your home say about you? If this vision stirred something in you, stay with us. There are more designs to explore, more stories to tell, more ways to redefine what it means to live.